So we had some guys over today to give a hand with the bike, the epilepsy awareness bike. We had Devin Mansfield, David Weaver, Wendell Wynot, Corey Conrad, and am I missing somebody? Corey Conrad, Devin Mansfield, Wendell Wynot, David Weaver, Terry Conley. That's who I'm missing. I knew I was missing somebody for a reason. So some guys took different techniques of building stuff. We don't do it the same as everybody else. We do what we want, and in the end result, if it looks good, I'm happy with that. They worked on a front fender. They built me a front fender on a rod that they started. The chain's on there. It's an old trick that they done years ago. They laid the chain on it to get the clearance for the tire. Devin was working on that, and I believe Corey. Devin and Corey started to mount the radiator. We've got to make a few more brackets. The exhaust system, one come out this side, one come out the other side. We're back each side. I want them both out the same side. So we run one across. Terry and David done some of that, marked that up to get it out where I wanted it. We'll fabricate 2 mufflers, custom mufflers. I worked on the rear fender, me and David Weaver some. And we got that shaped up some. We got to do a lot of grinding and welding yet. And of course the seat pan will sit in here. Wendell worked on the backbone of the gas tank, got it tacked up. I'm gonna do some grinding there and fit the top piece and sides in it. But takes a lot of time to build stuff. More time than what I thought, but it'll come together eventually. We'll get this much done today, and I'm beat. And they did most of the work, and I'm beat. I did fabricate a custom intake, which will sit the other side. I'll go and show you what we're going to do for I talked about the air filter in the past. What I want to do is I made a 2-in-1. I'll take this styrofoam skull and I'll saw the back of the head off of it. I'll cast that out of aluminum. I'll build an intake to run 2 cylinders on one carburetor that will sit here. And this will actually be the breather, but it'll be aluminum polished. When Alexis has her scan, she has all the wires hooked to her head, so we're gonna try to accommodate all the wires into the brain of the skull, and they'll come off and go up into a horn cover, which simulates the box on the epilepsy. I think it's some kind of brain scan that you do. EEG. EEG, yes. And we're gonna simulate that with the air filter cover. And then I think I'm gonna build some kind of a custom headlight. The bars I built the other week, which I've got fabricated. The key switch and all the start buttons has got to go in here, which I'll start from down here instead of up there like your typical. We'll mount the speedo up there just because you got to have it for road inspection. That'll be mounted here in the center, off the bars. Still got a lot of work to do, but with their help today, it cut me down on a lot of the processes that I could take out what I have to do. Once I get the tank built and the front fender built and all the electrical done, then it will go for prep for paint. The engine will come apart, come out, and we'll show you all that on the video as well. There was a lot of tools used today. Hope the guys had fun using some of the tools. I know they don't have them, so they had the chance to use the tools that I have here. There was a lot of tools we didn't use. I think Corey enjoyed himself. I got a text from Corey already that he was thankful I invited him. And anybody who wants to get involved in helping, I have no problem with it. Anybody wants to come see the bike, just get a hold of me and I'll definitely show you the bike and the process. Some of the parts that we will need down the road that I am looking for someone to donate or purchase from is I'm looking for a carburetor off an 883 Sportster to mount on this. I think would be the right choice. And there's a few other odds and ends, but most of it we're going to make. The carburetor right now is my biggest downfall to try to find one. Preferably 3840 mil. I think we'll run the V-twin. So we're going to try that. And on that note, as they say, see you next week.